Going live. All
Get
right,
it.
we're live. Hey everybody, I'm back.
Let's
We're ready to start the
get
show. Um,
Yay, let's get
if you
started.
haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, like, share with your friends, get them to come up in here. It's noon time, so you know what that means. It's time for Clover Nova Notes. And I see you have your presentation up, which is cute.
Well, let's
Um,
get it. Start the show with our intro.
yes, let's go.
This is a stat production, baby.
I can see the new days, good vibes on my YouTube. Dark days never stay like a noonday. Here to shine light to the people. Power of three, Miss Clover Nova, Mrs. Coco, Mr. Tony OG. It's the midday Monday lunch break hour for me. Clover Nova Note, yeah. Mondays at noon, Central. Clover Nova Note. Subscribe and tune in to the show. Clover Nova Note. Mondays at noon, Central. Clover Nova Note. Subscribe and tune in to the show. Let's talk about it. Who's on the line? Let's talk about it. What's on your mind? Let's talk about it. Hey Charms, you are now tuned in to Clover Nova Note. Now if you're new here, don't hit that subscribe button. And if you're returning, welcome back to KNN.
Welcome back to the show, you guys. If you are new here, like I said, go ahead and subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. I am back. Just want to start off the show saying that I have the best team ever. I want to thank my co-host for holding it down for me last Monday when we talked about artists that pop. I watched the show. When I said I was crying laughing because you guys were entertaining. The comments was busting. Thank everybody for tuning in and sharing and liking and whatever. Yeah, so as we start the show off every Monday, how was your week, Tony OG?
Well, hey everybody out there in Cloverland, how you all doing? Weekend was great. Busy weekend. Yeah, I know it was the Easter of Sundays on yesterday, so a lot going on, but I had a good time. I had some adult time. We had some kid time. Went to the picture show yesterday to see Dungeons and Dragons. You ain't seen it? Go catch it. It's a really, really good movie. It's fun. It's more like the. It's like they mashed up. I don't know if y'all, back in the day,
Send it to me.
there used to be a video game called Dungeons and Dragons, right? And then you had the TV show that was Dungeons and Dragons. The guy that had the little hat and had a little oracle, little green guy used to come and try to help people, tell them about their quest because they pulled them in from the real world or from the human world or Earth or whatever. And then they came to that dimension, and one of them had a bow and arrow, and then one of them had the little magical hat, and the one guy had a shield that had a dragon that came out of it, and then you had the barbarian girl. She was really strong. So they had that cartoon show, the '80s show, and then there is a very popular Dungeons and Dragons board game. Now, I myself personally have never played the board game version of Dungeons and Dragons, but I do know excuse me, the cartoon that used to come on TV. So I kind of meshed it with that. But my son, he knew the game because he plays it. But so yeah, we saw it. It was good. Great graphics. There was great VFX. I mean graphics. Great VFX. And Michelle Rodriguez was everything. That's my girl. Me and her go down like four flats. I'm saying like Resident Evil. I'm
She had
talking
me
Fast and
shoot him in
Furious.
the head.
Shoot it. Come on. You know what I mean? Shoot him in the head. Exactly. Come through. Now we gonna have movies in next 2 weeks. I think we got our movie episodes. So be prepared because we'll have a lot of one-liners to see which one y'all can pick up on. But
Okay.
but yeah. So it was really, really good. Saw that. And then the day previous to that Saturday, one of my good friends and brother of mine, he still in the army, and he made the
Thank
thanks
you.
uncle. he made the CSL list. For those of you in the Army, that means that he made the Command Sergeant Major list. He was selected. So that's the highest rank you can get on the enlisted side. He was selected for that position. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so excited for him. And then in the same breath, it was his husband's birthday that weekend. So he had a small little get together at his home. I went there and then ran into one of my girls I haven't seen in like forever. She just moved back here to Texas. And so we just keyed up the night, had a great time. That was that Friday night. And then Saturday, we followed up with heading to a winery that morning, which was so fun. And that's a whole nother conversation, child. But went to the winery, and then later that evening we did a rooftop dinner at this one place downtown in San Antonio. It was so nice. Everything was good. Everything was great. Outside of what about to get into it with some girls in the bathroom, which is hilarious to me. But hey, it is what it is. We had a really good time. That
Wait,
was
what
my
about the
weekend.
bathroom?
Child, let me tell you, the people were out there acting the fool, talking about you ain't got to be ghetto, was thrown out there. You don't say that to no black woman. Y'all know what y'all get, okay? And then talking about, oh, I wonder how long it took her to grow her hair. I mean, just little sly comments were going on, and the sisters in my group wasn't having it. So
Yeah.
I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. That part, okay? So, but yeah, that was my weekend there. How about yours, Miss Vanova?
My 2 weeks were eventful. I took care of some very important business. I had a very important meeting last Monday, so I
Yes,
could
yes,
not
you did, darling.
attend.
Yes, you did,
Um,
darling.
yes, still taking care of mom. She's good.
Mhm.
Um, Listen, you guys, I am trying my best to get a podcast call feature added to the show so we can have people call in and comment on anything that we're talking about. And when you don't have like tech support connections, it's hard. I'm trying to do everything myself. So like, from the mud, I forgot to put my mic down, y'all. Can you hear me? Okay, so yeah, so I'm trying to do that. I didn't really. Oh, I did go see um Scream. I went to see
Oh,
Scream. Yeah, I'm not a Scream fan, but I went to see it. It was good.
okay, okay. I
I
haven't
saw
caught
it in
this last
3D,
installment.
and I didn't really get the 3D. You know how
Okay.
3D. You know
Yeah.
how back in the day when Freddy
Hmm.
Krueger was 3D, and the
Yes.
little ghost was
Some
actually
nails come
coming
out the head.
out. It didn't give
Yeah.
that. This 3D
It
gave
didn't
very
give
much
it.
3D inside the frame, and I was just like, you pay
That's
extra for this.
underwhelming.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
underwhelming. And I'm not really a huge Scream fan. I thought the 3D was gonna make it pop for me, and it was okay. It was a
It didn't.
typical. I mean, the twists and it was a good movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I could have waited till it came on, the platform.
Mm.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. What else did I do this weekend? Not much. I didn't do much these 2 weeks. I was really chill. But
Okay.
as you guys notice, hi Unique. Shout out to Unique's Way. If you guys will please do us the favor and follow Unique's Way on her YouTube channel called Unique's Way. She travels and you guys get to see parts of the world. If you guys are like me in the house all the time, check out her channel. She's forever going someplace. She's forever filming little activities she do, and it's very entertaining as well. She usually have like guests with her. So tune in with her. You guys can comment on her videos, and she's a delight to watch and a delight friend to talk to. She's actually, like I said, several videos. The reason I'm starting the show now, she told me to do it, and I've been doing it. So shout out to Unique's Way. Follow her on her YouTube channel. And yeah. Oh, as I was saying, that we have Mrs. Coco who's out. this week. So hopefully she'll be back next week um, to join us. So there's still two, but just a different little combination. You guys may, you know, see all of us and see one of us and see three of us, just two of us, whatever. But um, yeah, so today's topic we're talking about for the month we have Entertainment Month, okay? So we're talking about things that entertain us. Last Monday we talked about artists that pop. Today we're talking about social media. I think this should be a really good topic for a lot of people because
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes when we're bored at home, we're on social media to bring us some kind of enjoyment, right? And we use social media to to entertain us sometimes. Hi, Green Lantern's Light. How are you? Um,
Hey,
yeah,
GLL.
but I don't just want to talk about social media to entertain us. I want to also talk about how social media intends to entertain us, but ends up being
Mm.
kind of like that wasn't funny. So
I got that. I like that. I like
you
that.
know, so we're
So
gonna
before
show you
we
guys some. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. Now I'm about to say before we dive into the juice, let's a
Okay.
little history. Let's talk a little history about
Okay.
the
History.
social
Are we going back
media.
MySpace or
We
Black
we
Planet or
going way. Let's take it
Urban Chat?
way back. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun-dun,
Badu, BBC,
dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. Uh-huh.
Christian Mingle.
Oh no, 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 no! I was never on
Ooh,
that one. So we look at social
here we
media. Look at
go.
this timeline. Okay, this
Mm-hmm.
timeline. Let's talk about how quick and how slow it go. For those of you that remember back on MySpace, it came out back in '01. But
Okay.
right before MySpace, I forgot as I was thinking about it, we had AOL first, right? AOL Messenger.
The
That was
dial
it.
up.
That little sound of dial up. Little guy running slowly but not running
That's what I
fast
picture
enough.
people inside of the machine just
Yeah, exactly. Right, right. And then you get the little CDs, and you got
and you
so
get the
many
white
hours on
noise.
them.
Like,
Right, that part, that part.
I'm
So,
sorry,
so
y'all.
right. I mean, it's the truth. It's what it was. That's what we lived through. It's our reality. So,
New generation, y'all don't know about that, but we came a
mm-mm.
long way. Let's just say that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But before that, we had after that, then we had MySpace. MySpace was it. That was like place you go in there, you set up, you had your little music intros and little motion videos, and you put your little stories and stuff on there. People
Did
would
you
come
put the
on and say
codes
hi.
in there for the different backgrounds and the
Yeah.
glitter? Oh my God.
And you know what? If you think about it, that's when we learned how to program. Because all that stuff that was it's called SQL. Those are SQL codes and programming that you used to do. And most of the time people will already do those and they're sent to somebody and you just copy and paste those codes. But that's the background work that a lot of IT people do currently today, just on a smaller scale. That's how you get everything all nice and pretty. I work in automation, is what I do for my work, but that's basically what you're doing. So it's just so great that a lot of us got introduced to it then, and you either chose to continue down that path or just kept it in the back of your mind. Oh yeah, I remember I did this way back when, way 20 plus years back when, because this is 2023, right? So
Yeah,
when that
none of
first
that
came
stuck
back.
with me. None of that stuck.
Did stick it off? Okay.
Didn't
All
stick.
right. So then
I can copy
shortly
and
after
paste.
that,
It taught me how to
copy.
copy and paste.
Right.
So
But you knew, okay, I need to go before this forward backslash or after the backslash. I need to put the two dots in because if I don't put it here, then it's not going to come up right. I got to put the brackets around it or it's not going to be, the whole screen or it's not going to be in this part or quadrant. Well, that's what it's called. But this section of the page, you just knew because you knew where to copy and paste because people would tell you. So you would kind of understand and pick up on it. So we
yeah,
were many programmers back then. We web designers. We had to design our own website utilizing codes to do so. So MySpace actually taught us a lot to do that. But then what we did, we got lazy because Facebook we didn't have to do none of that. Facebook we just go in there and put a picture on honey and it went to where we went to go. So so when Facebook
worked
came
for
out in
me.
'04, there it was. It went in, everybody fed into this box, and you had this platform that told you where to place everything, and that's where you were. You kind of lost a little bit of your creativity during that time point because you had less. ability to do what you wanted to do with it. It's going to tie into what you're talking about. We're going to talk about next, right? So then we go to Twitter. Then Twitter came on out in 14. So when Twitter came out, everybody was like, oh, this is cool. I can just post something on real quick or twist somebody. And after you twist somebody real quick and they twist you back, and then you good. You don't have to worry about it.
Retweet.
And then,
Retweet.
we retweet. The retweet. I'm sorry. Yeah, y'all know what I mean. This is, let me tell you, after Facebook is when I fell off. Okay. So everything after this, child, I can help you. I cannot. I don't know what to tell you. It's like it's a huge blow. I don't remember Twitter coming out. I said I still freak came in. What was I in 2014? 2014. I think I was deployed somewhere. I don't know, but I wasn't there. And then the Tumblr or Timblr, who is this? Yeah, Tumblr.
Now, I'm unfamiliar with the Tumblr.
With the
I think
Tumblr, okay.
that's a little X-rated site. I think
It's
people
the
use
same
that
thing with
for.
the grinder, right? I think those
Is that Grinder that same way?
that's grinder. Yeah, that's up there. I believe they're the
Oh, wait.
same. At least I was told.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay.
says
But
network for the gay and the
Grinder,
homosexuals, the bisexual men.
just the word Grinder kind of should have
You
gave that
know,
away to me, but it didn't. But
it,
okay.
it should have. It should have. And then you got the Instagrammer and then the Snapchats. Now,
Now
I
wait a
don't.
minute. Instagram didn't come out. Instagram was out way before 2022.
Was it? Because my research said 22. When did it come out then?
No, I had Instagram way back in 2016. So I don't know what.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, this is why we gotta connect with one another. So, yeah, I don't pay no mind to my name, my dates. If my dates are wrong, I apologize. I
Yeah. If I'm
apologize.
not, if y'all
My
know
now,
when Instagram started, please put in the comments.
yeah.
I,
Please
be-
help us out. Please
I
help us
believe
out. We
it's
want to
more
give
than
out
3 years
wrong
old.
information. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't know.
Or 2 years
I don't have,
old.
and I don't have any of these. Okay, I got none of them except for Facebook. My
And
MySpace probably
Snapchat
still
was
out there
out
somewhere
last
in,
year
in the atmosphere.
too. Snapchat did not come out this year.
Mm,
Snapchat been out for a few years too.
mm, okay, yeah, yeah. I probably have my dates wrong. Yeah, it sounds like I did the dates wrong. Okay, well, there was
Wait,
my little attempt.
okay. Yeah, if there are any dates, then please correct us because I don't know. I
Yeah,
know I've had
yeah.
Snapchat and Instagram longer than that, but
Okay,
okay.
there she
That was
goes.
a nice little walk through the social media
Yeah,
portals.
back down memory lane. Hey. Hmm.
I saw a photograph and I posted on
Hmm.
Facebook.
Not Facebook. The Empress was not on Facebook, ma'am. I'm sorry.
No, that was my version of it. But okay, so
Oh.
listen.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
So
so
the
let me
people
get
are
to the
taking over.
topic. I missed y'all. I really did. I liked watching, but I like being on the show better. So entertainment, social media. You guys listen. If you guys have a funny social media um link or meme or something, you guys put in the comments so we can go to it. We would love to like get links to where you guys even YouTube clips. Let's speaking of YouTube, let's talk about some old YouTube clips that were really, really entertaining to us back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And because I could not get the videos off to post them on here because I didn't have time. There's no excuse for it anyway. But I want to talk about the very first entertaining clip that I remember that
I know that's right,
like
Uncle Rich.
I remember the first one that everybody was talking about when I was, because I've never been really heavy on social media, but I remember back in the day when JJ Fish was singing the What Are You Doing song. Child. And people kept saying JJ Fish, and I'm thinking, that's down the street from me. Like I eat from there, sometimes, but it was a guy named JJ Fish. I don't know why his name was JJ Fish, I could come up with a couple reasons why his name is probably JJ Fish, but he sings, and it's not the best vocals. You just look it up on YouTube, JJ Fish. Um, it was funny when I saw it. I could not stop laughing, and the reason I couldn't stop laughing because he was serious about his song. What are you doing, or what are you proving, or whatever. Look it up, y'all. JJ Fish. What are you doing? And you guys know what I'm talking about. You got one, Tonio?
Thinking about old memes, I had one that I really liked. It was the one with what's his name? Well, the Willy Wonka. He got that look on his face. He'd be sitting there with his head to the
Oh,
side, and then people just put all sorts of sayings on that one. I remember one that
like
used to go around a
like
lot.
this one.
Yeah, that one, that guy right there. Yeah, he just sit right there like,
Wait a
you
minute, why
know,
is that in the background? Oh my God, I put him in the wrong. Give me a minute, y'all, to correct
you
this.
good.
Yeah, but I remember those memes too.
Mm-hmm. Going on, Willie.
I think I got a couple of them with him on it, but this one, you guys. And this says, so you choose social media to complain about social media. Please tell me more about how you're not addicted. Um, Here's another one. People on social media that don't post anything. This is what y'all look like.
That's me. That's me. Yeah.
Oh, that's you.
That'd be
Me
me.
bites
Ooh,
into a burger. Everything on the opposite side of the burger.
what? I don't get it.
Okay, so you know how you bite into a burger and everything comes out the back of the burger?
Uh-huh.
This is the back of a plane. He's jumping off the back. So it's okay. Everything. See, some of this stuff ain't
Oh,
funny.
oh.
Did you get some? Because I'd rather go back and forth if you got some. I only have memes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, the other one was just a classic with what's his name? With Doc from Back to the Future, which is Great Scott. I think that was a good one, and I think I used to use that a lot with him just being surprised from Back to the Future with his glasses on, his head thrown up behind his head, being excited. So that was a good one that I used to like a lot. Let me see. I look at my little list that I got over here. Oh, yep. And then another good one was, of course, with Bart Simmons saying "dope" every time he tried to touch something. That was another good one I used to use a lot.
Homer
Little
Simpson.
Bart Simpson, Homer's dad, Bart Simpson being the son of Homer. Yes. Yep. Yep. Yeah, Bart was doing the one I'm talking about. So, quit it. The quit it one is what he was doing. He kept touching something that kept shocking him and burning him. Yeah. Yep.
Ow, quit it. Ow, quit it.
Yep. Yep. Just keep going on. Yeah, that was a good one. Those are good ones. But yeah, though I do like the statement you stated at the top of the hour when we were talking about just how social media has so many different influences on us. You know, the main influence it's supposed to be, or is it, right, to entertain us, or is it to distract us? Ooh,
Mm, good point. All right.
question, question. Because I find that. Um, I think social media is a great tool. I believe that it serves a lot of great purposes. I believe that we have um, come to a point to where we're extremely dependent on social media at times, and I think we are that way so much so that we lose the human interaction, right?
Mm,
I think that we've um, prepared or developed built this persona, this image of ourselves via social media or and platforms, things of that nature, to where when we do meet our contemporaries, it's not whom we thought they were, or we're not giving what we presented ourselves as to be.
The
So
representative.
that that part, right? Because I talk about that a lot, especially in relationships, the representative versus the client, honey. But we built a whole new person, a whole nother dimension, a whole nother doppelganger, And then so once you
Yeah.
finally meet that individual, or when you guys meet, it's like, what are we going to talk about? I don't know how to communicate. It got. I mean, for me, I think it was last weekend. Maybe it was last weekend. So my son is upstairs, or he's in his room, or somewhere else. I don't know where it was. And nevertheless, I'm in my room folding clothes, doing laundry, and he texts me to ask if he could have a snack, if him and his brother could have a snack.
In the same. In the same.
Girl, oh, I know it kind of ties in with technology. It's not social media all together, but to me, it's kind of all the same. I must have called that boy so quick. I said, if you don't get your ass, fella,
Charlie Brown phone. Womp
womp,
womp
womp, womp,
womp.
you know. And he came around the corner. I said, if you ever in your long leg of life, again, text me while we in the same home, you will never have enough piece of technology in your life. Don't you ever text me. You walk your little bit leg over here and come ask me your question. That just got me. I almost want to turn
Yeah,
off the
and
electricity in my house. Just because.
not only that, but it's a. I think we talked about this before another show. We talked about how it affects even dating. Like now, like people
Hmm.
talk more on social media than they do in like when you meet them. And it's like, where's that person that I was talking to? Like, And so yeah,
Yeah,
it can be
it's tough.
an um a game changer
So, what
for
do you
us with
think?
social.
How do you
I
feel social media has impacted you over the years?
I feel like um it's definitely, this is why I don't be on social media as much. Like I don't be on it heavy because I don't want it to like take that part of my socialism away. Um, and I see it. I see it when I communicate with people. It's just like, it affects how people communicate with each other. Then a lot of the abbreviations for everything. Like I had to ask someone on I forget what social media platform it was, but it was, I can't remember the words for it, but I asked them like, what does those three letters mean? And then they said something like on my soul or on my brother or something. It was just like you couldn't
Oh, my
text it
mama.
out, and it's
I
so
feel
easy now
good.
because now you
I
could just
feel
speak
good.
into the mic and it types it all out for you. Like
That's true.
so I can't keep up with the abbreviations. Just like I'm having a hard time keeping up with the LGBTQIA plus and da da da, all that. So it's like it's everything is like getting abbreviated, and you have to come up
Yeah.
with your own. It's like billing and coding. I don't know if you guys ever know about that, but when you go to the hospital, they have codes for your diagnosis instead of writing out that what your
Right.
symptoms are. It's a code. So I think all of our words are getting shrunk down to these little letters, and because of that, people don't forget how to spell some words. People forget how to write in cursive. Like, do people still write in cursive?
They don't teach it no more in school. They
I'm
used to
just
teach it. They
saying,
don't teach it no more.
you know. You
Yeah.
can text for any answers. Like people say, I don't know this, don't know that. It's not even an excuse anymore. Like
Yeah.
Google. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they used to say, what was it? It was like right now you got to sign your name. They can't sign their name. They writing it out, printing their name out, and I'm like, that's not how you sign your name. What is that? Oh, this is what we were told. That ain't right.
I still write in cursive. I'm glad that I still know how to write in cursive. That's why I stay off as much as I can. I get on there sometimes and I scroll, but then there are some posts on social media that are intended to be funny and entertaining that can be a little
Mm-hmm.
offensive. And what makes it even worse is that oftentimes people that love dark humor and stuff, it gets viral. And then everybody's using it, everybody's
Yeah.
talking about it. And like you said earlier, it can distract you from important things because, you know, like, okay, for example, remember, good God, it's a fire. And I went down and got me a cold pop. And the lady was serious, but they made a
Yeah.
song out of it. They,
Yeah.
they did memes of it. It's like you could become a meme if you mess up. We could become a meme right now if we did something crazy. And people just
Oh, I'm
screenshot it.
sure.
And then next thing you know, they have captions of stuff we didn't even say or do. And it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
so it's entertaining, but it's also like, it can be humiliating too. Because I think about what are those people thinking that they went viral? They didn't intend to go viral for that. But what are they thinking?
Yeah. Yeah. See, Green Lantern's light say, "Hey, I like it. I think it's fun." Ooh,
Exciting. Exciting.
yeah.
People
So
forget I'm
yeah.
live and they call me anyway. They just call anyway. But
But it's good though. I think there are definitely some positives about it, because I know that um, when what was it? It's a good way to stay in touch with people that are not, close to you, that they may live far away, another state, another country, even. Or it's a good way for you to reach a lot of people at one time, family members maybe. It's like if you got like group chats or group pages. You can post updates there, and then people can see what's going on with yourself or your family or anything like that. So it's definitely there are some positives about it, but I think with cyberbullying and all of that stuff going on when it comes to social media, it can be difficult. It can be
yeah,
difficult to navigate. Um, Especially if you're not familiar with the platforms as easy as other people are, or so you're not as easy, but if you're not as familiar with the platforms as other people are, so it's things to think about. There's a lot to think about with it. Lots to think about it. But if you had to, okay, Clovis. So if you had to say, this is the only social media platform I'm going to use for the rest of my life, which one would you choose and why?
it's a no-brainer. Everybody knows I'm a snapper. I love Snapchat. One, the snaps are
Mm-hmm.
gone in 24 hours. You seen it?
Okay.
Didn't? Bam, it's gone.
Okay.
Two, you don't have to scroll down everybody's social media to
Uh huh.
to hear about their lives. Like I'm not interested in everything you got going on in your life. I think a lot of people use social media for as a therapist, and that could be
Mm.
detrimental too. Like we don't need to
Mm-hmm.
know that your boyfriend cheated on you with your best friend, and she wore your shirt the last week, and now you want your shirt back, and she owe you money, and her kids,
Well,
that dirty clothes on, and that's nobody's business. You know,
sometimes you gotta let a bitch know. I'm just saying, but go ahead.
call her, let her know. Why put it on social media? The Twitter fingers. That's what the term Twitter fingers came on, because you could be bad. You
um,
could be bullied, and then when you're in front of the person, like, I didn't
I
even
thought
say
it
it
was
that
a.
way. I didn't mean it like that. It's just like, then why
Hmm.
did you post it? So yeah, Snapchat
Hmm.
for me. What about you?
Facebook. I mean, that's all.
I thought you was gonna say I was gonna call
oh,
them. Like,
oh, I'm going to their house, knocking on their door. I'm writing a letter. I'm sending something in through the postman. Okay, you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, it has
you
to be
know,
Facebook's the only one I know.
let me tell you
So
something, Unique. I'm gonna put you on the spot for a little minute, okay? But it's all out of love. This girl right here
that's right.
plays
You gotta let
no
it know.
games. Plays no
That's
game
right.
on Snap. When you said gotta let a bit know, she let them know. Like,
I'm just
hers
saying.
is entertaining.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I gotta text her back like, Unique, let it go, Unique. It's okay. And she be like, no, because I wish you. So I get it, but it's on
Hmm.
Snap. That's why I like Snap because it's 24 hours. It's not gonna stay there. You're not gonna look back and be like, remember that Snap you post? I got the receipt. It's gone. So I get it. On Snap, you can do all that because it's not gonna last. On Facebook,
See why though? But why do you
listen,
need that anonymity? I mean, why do you need that amnesty? Excuse me. Why do
because
you
let me
need
tell you
that?
something. Today's kids are going to be grandmothers one day, and their
Okay.
kids are going to go back. Let me see what grandma was doing when she was my age. And then you go back, you ain't gonna be able to discipline your kids because they'll be like, well, grandma, you was up here twerking and on social media, and I got the receipts, and it becomes a thing. Like you have to think about your future when you post stuff like that.
Listen,
And I heard some
this is
jobs
where.
go on your Facebook page too, and they look and see what you're posting, and
Come
that
on,
determines
Cletus.
whether that you get that promotion or even get hired. So,
Come on, Cletus. Listen, I'm a firm believer. See, that's right. They be trying me. I understand you. So I'll be saying this. This is what I think. That you have to. You got to be intentional with your words. You got to be intentional with your words. As long as you're in a space and you're being intentional with your words, whether they're written or spoken, I don't give a shit. Going back, look at what I wrote, look at how I did it and what I said, to whom I said it to, and when and where I said it, and go for the goal with it.
but we're
So,
not
and
talking
then,
about
and then,
those. We're talking about
and
the ones out the blue, and we don't even know who you're talking about.
okay, I,
Like you don't use no names. You just be like, I wish I would loan another motherfucker $20, and they don't pay me back. I
that
go to
goes
somebody's
back to
house
my
and cut them
statement.
up, and all this,
Mm-mm.
and it's like, girl, who are you talking about? Like, what's going on? Why are you putting it on
That's not
social
being
media?
intentional. That's not being intentional with
Exactly.
your words. That's why I say you have to be intentional with your words.
And
So
also
I
remember
don't.
that words have power.
Correct. Correct. So I don't see anything wrong with having a record of past posts. Um, if I mean, and that's just using it responsibly. Everybody doesn't. So if one day they become is if one day you become a grandparent or great grandparent and your grandkids go look at yourself like, oh, granddad, you were down there dropping like a hot, like I sure the hell was back in my day when my knees were right, huh? You better get to know it. And if you ain't living your life, you better get out there and live it today. Okay. So, but if you're gonna be, I'm gonna say prudish, or if you're not comfortable with that part of you because you feel like you've uh, I was talking to a friend of mine. We are talking about evolving and what evolution really looks like for individuals, and we kind of, I don't think we disagreed on it. I think we really came to a point where we understood each other's point and found some similarities in what we're both saying. But it was about just how, okay, Monique's special just came out, right? And then on Monique's special, she was still up there, motherfuckers, bitches, and hoes, and that's her comedy style. That's how she is. So,
Hmm.
and there was a lot of people that were saying, well, at this age, she shouldn't be doing blah 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 blah. But that's her style. That's who she is. That's how she came in the fame of being a comic, and that's what she wants to maintain. You know. So I think we both agree that over time people do mute themselves. People do try to formulate a different personality. Um, but for her, she just said, "Hey, this is who I am as a comedian. This is who you love me as. This is what I'm going to give you because I
Yeah.
have fans that love me for me and love this
Right.
type of comedy from me, right?
Mhm.
And so if I came and give them something different, something that was muted, something that was on a Sinbad level, they were like, "Who the hell is this?" Sinbad didn't use profanity in his comedy, and that worked for him. He found a way. Him, Bill Cosby found a way. They used comedy and they didn't use profanity or anything like that. But then you have comics
Right.
like Chris Rock, Tucker, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. Fuck, bitch, ass, motherfucker. Don't give a shit. That's just what you're gonna get. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So and that's okay.
I
Everybody
got so
everybody
many
gets that.
devices with noises and stuff. I'm sorry, y'all.
So, I just think, so with that one, I just believe that if you are true to who you are when it comes to social media with your posts and however you feel when you feel it, I know what you're saying, Unique, when you say, hey, um, sometimes you just fed up. You just got to say what you got to say. It is what it is. If that's who you were at that point in time, then that's who you are. If you're still that person, then you're still that fucking person. Then hey, it is
Yeah.
what it is. So your grandkids know that already about you. I know I can't fuck with grandpops because his ass crazy as shit. You know, bet. Let me show you how crazy I really was back in the day. When I can get these knees up. So
Okay, well, what about in the form of disciplining? Like you have a little girl and you're like, you shouldn't be opening your legs and doing those nasty dances, and they go back on your video when you before
hmm
you had kids and see how you act as a child. And now that everything you told that child, you're contradicting yourself because you used to do that too when you were a kid.
that's a great
And as you
question.
know, as we evolve, things are more
hmm
accessible now. So what if what you did worked for you back then, but it don't work now?
And that comes with transparency. That comes with transparency and having a conversation. Like with me and my kids, this is what we do. We have to have a conversation. I say, listen, I did this, I tried this, and this did not work. Most of my peers tried this and it don't work. This don't work because, right? So I think for us in our generation, we didn't get because. It was do what I say, not as I do. Period. Do what I told you to do because I fucking said it. Period.
Yeah,
Right? So being able to educate your kids and not just demand a certain behavior, I think is important. I think it's important.
yeah,
To Uncle Reggie had to say. He said, instant message. I like it because video call and make a call
make a
and leave a
call.
message. That's why I like it. And the rest of them, no,
No.
and it's private to me. The rest of
Yeah,
them,
so
no, and
you
it's
like the
private to me.
behind the
Okay.
scenes.
He's, yeah.
Like I get, especially Coco. She's always with Coco and a few other people. They always send me like videos of funny stuff, and sometimes it's not so funny. Sometimes it's like, oh, what is that? Instant message in the DMs is different because we're talking about like to the world, broadcasting to the world, like social media. Everyone sees it. I think
hmm
that's where the lines get a little blurred because it's like this is forever. Like you're posting this unless you go back all the way back and delete your past. This is what
hmm
people are going to know that you post. And people, do you ever like? Have you ever gotten a new friend request and before you accepted the friend request? You're like stalking their page to see what kind of stuff they talk about before you determine whether you want to see it on your timeline or not. Because I do. I do it a lot. I don't know,
Yeah.
Tony. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. I definitely do that.
Yeah.
I mean, well, not stalking. I don't stalk nobody's
No, not
stalk anybody's page. I
maybe that's the
definitely
wrong
will.
word I use, stalking, but you scroll through, you just scroll a few, a few posts and see what the kind of content they're promoting on their page. So everybody that send me a friend request on like Facebook and you guys wondering why I haven't accepted it yet, maybe it's some on your timeline I want to see on my timeline. I'm just saying, it determines, and if it determines that, I can assure you, managers or CEOs of your job will probably Google your name and go on your social media and see that, you were selling, you know, um, ecstasy and cocaine on your page because you on there talking about I got it for the low, and then you wonder why you fired. Maybe that's why, I can't never get a good job. But if you hit me up for a 3-5 on my Facebook, that's probably why you get the job. I'm just saying. People don't think about stuff like that. So I leave them, I ignore them and leave them on there because I don't, you know, want to see it per se. Um, because I've got a couple memes that I've I want to post them up so you guys can
Yeah,
let me
let's see
know
these
if these
memes,
memes
girl. See what
are
we got.
relatable to you guys. Okay. How are you? Fine. For details, read my blog. Okay. So
Please explain.
this is how we socialize in real life nowadays. Like, and I'm this is kind of me on social media though, because I'm like, did you read my profile first? Did you read everything? Before you contact me, make sure you read everything, because I don't want to type everything I've already typed. But in person, when you're directing someone back to your social media, that can be kind of sad. Um, what if the media took a day off and people actually had to think for themselves? Hmm, right? Hey guys, I wanted to let you know that I'm deleting my mental health to focus more on social media. Hope you will all support me.
Not to leave my mental
Listen,
health, honey.
I think there's a percentage of people that delete their mental health and they live on social media. Mental health is important. I need everyone to know this. It's important to take a break from social media every now and then. Go a week and just don't be tuned in to everything. You'll be able to meditate and reset yourself and feel good about yourself again. Because a lot of times it can alter your mood. It can alter, and don't quote me on this. I don't think this is fact now, but I think in some ways it can alter your DNA and make you feel bad. Make you feel you can get sick. Because depression and all that stuff can set in. People that live vicariously through other people, that see everybody posting all this nice stuff on their social media, and you wonder like, why don't I have all that? And it can, it, kids do it. Suicide rates go up because people are depressed because they're following social media's model for what is beautiful, what is cool, what is trending. So you should be very careful not to fall into the standards of social media, you know. Um, so mental health, you guys, pay attention to your mental health. It's okay to take a break from social media once in a while. I do it. It helps. Okay. Let's see another one. One day, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook will join together and be called You Twit Face. Okay. This is how desperate some people be on social media. Listen. Wait, let me take a selfie. Otherwise, my friends will never believe I was this close. Don't die trying to post on social media. People, please. This is not entertaining. This is sad. You're finna die. Me on social media, me in real life. We know some people like that, right? Like, girl, that filter is heavy, honey.
Wait a minute.
Those effects that social media
Heavy.
have, when you could put them effects on, baby, and you run up into a catfish, okay? Look, your phone, when you say you want to buy something, how many people are a victim of this? You're talking on the phone, and next thing you know, you go on social media, and the first commercial that pops up was something that you said that you wanted, and now it's a commercial on Google, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Tonio, have you ever
Yeah, that's
experienced
about
this?
right. Oh yeah, that's about right. Talking about something the other day, and I was like, "How the hell?" I said, "Y'all
I'm
want to
getting
keep
off.
on listening? Send me some money. I want some money." Okay.
Listen, y'all, this wig I have on right now, before it even arrived to my house, there was promotions on this wig on social media.
Mm,
I was just
mm.
like, listen, I haven't even purchased this. I just talked about like this would be a cute wig. I think
There
me
it
and
is.
Coco was exchanging, you know, we was looking at hair and I was just seeing it. I'm like, okay, here we go. Let me see this one. When you post your social media problems on social media, this is what your followers are doing. Okay, it's not therapy, you guys. People
Hmm.
don't care. They actually do not care about your problems. They're actually hoping that your problems get worse because it entertains them. Don't ask me why,
Are
but
you
this is sad.
thoroughly entertained?
Yes. This is where um, people are prone to suicidal attempts because all the comments and reactions you get, if your skin isn't thick, you could feel a kind of way about it. Why are y'all laughing at my pain? Because you're posting it on social media where there's a mixture of everybody on social media. You never know what people are going to think about your serious posts about, um, and this is sad, you guys. It's really sad. This is why I stay off social media because I don't really want to put everything that goes on in my life on social media. Everybody's not going to understand that. Uncle Reggie says, I have a lot of nieces and nephews. They are not on my social media pages because of stuff they put on their pages. It's okay for them, but not for me. So I do not accept them as friends. And you know what, Uncle Reggie?
Mm-hmm.
You can accept them and then unfollow them. So they're on your friends list. But if you click on, especially on Facebook, if you click on friends and unfollow them, you will never see what they post on your timeline unless you go on their page. So you can still accept friends that you know and not see everything they post. I learned that a little while ago. It took me a while. I was like, oh, okay. So I went on an acceptance spree.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. We all have that one friend who can work for the FBI with her social media stalking skills. Listen, I'm not going to break up no names, but I know one specifically that can find out a lot of things about a lot of things with a couple of pieces of information. And I'm going to be good. Okay, I'm going to be good. Tonio, can you relate?
That I can.
Okay.
That I can. Got a couple of memes here. I'll go ahead.
No one supports you like a social media friend you've never met. And this is to be true. If you're doing something, if you have a business or anything, they say you should never, ever, ever expect the people you know to support you more than the people you don't know. This was a case with me. Not for everybody, but some people that I expected to support me didn't, and people that I never expected to support me did. So that meme was true. You have a couple? Come on, I got like maybe four more. Let me just get through a man and
All
you
right,
can
I
do
got it.
yours.
Okay.
Okay, social media brings us close to people who aren't distant, but makes us distant to people who are close. How many can relate to that? If you can relate to that, put a clover in the comments, please. If you can relate to this meme right here, put a clover in the comments because this sums up what I was saying about social media. And this is a testament to what Uncle Reggie was just saying too about not following because of what they post or listening to or whatever. Yeah, it can be divisive too. Admit it. Sometimes you listen to other strangers' conversations and mentally give your opinion. Look at the face. Tony, I know this is you all day long.
Hmm. How dare you?
Okay, two more, you guys. Okay, this one. When you thought your phone was charging overnight, but it wasn't plugged in, how many people go on an emotional trip when they realize they gotta go and leave somewhere and their phone ain't even charged up? And you're like, ah, now I have to wait for it to charge.
Yeah, whole emotional roller coaster.
That's a problem for some people when their phone's not charged or they panic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last one, y'all. If you don't check social media before you go to bed, did you ever go to bed?
Too
Oh
funny.
gosh, you guys. Social media is not.
It's the devil. It's funny. I'm gonna go through mine really quickly, y'all. I gotta be poignant today, y'all. I gotta be poignant. Gotta roll right at the top of the hour. So yeah. So here's mine really quickly.
Here you
So
go,
these are
pushing
just some very funny
sad.
ones. Some funny ones that I really, really like. So me talking about how we had mobile phones with replaceable batteries back in the day, okay? So you have to take that battery out and put in the other one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not in the room by myself. Okay.
Hmm.
So
You're
let's
not
get it.
at all. You're definitely not.
Let's see here. Then we have the next one here, which is so I burned a CD, but only fits 21 songs. Okay. So, so you know about making those CDs, you have to get the times right. If you're sitting down with your piece of paper right now, okay, this song is 3 minutes and 22 seconds. This one is 3 minutes. You only had 40 hours or 80 hours on that CD, so that was
I
it.
remember. You had to get that CD, and you had to get that rewritable CD too,
The
because you maybe
rewritable,
want to take something off.
exactly. Or that then they start making the double stack. You're like, oh shit, wait a minute, front and back, watch out, side A and side B. You were doing it then. Big
Hmm.
things, big things. Let's see here. The next one we got.
This generation,
It's a trap. Okay, for all my Star Wars fans out there, y'all know what this is. He was screaming at Princess. So it's a trap, you idiot. Don't do it. So, okay, listen, the Mandalorian just had
don't do
a
it,
verse of this.
Joe. Don't do it.
So, I can't even get it out. It was so funny, y'all. So funny. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch Star Wars. Y'all not Star Wars fans. I need to get on the bandwagon and get it in because this is just hilarious. Really, really good. And then how many of us drew this S growing up? Okay, but our man here showed us how to do it. You do those six lines, and then connected each one of them. He's missing the one in
Hmm.
here, I think, but that's okay. But this everybody drew this S or
No,
eight,
that's
whichever
right.
way you want to see it. But I thought there was another line. There's another way to do it too, to where this line here didn't come up here. It actually went down. So you had the open space. Same thing for this one. It went up instead of down. But that's the way, other way I knew it. But anyway, but yeah,
Or maybe that's
yeah.
a.
So many different, probably, so many different ones. And then my girl, Miss B herself. Do you ever just forget to hide your expressions for a minute? Then you're like, whoa, I did not mean to make that face out loud. Yes. B
Resting bitch
Arthur.
face.
There's no. Ooh, that
But that's
RBF
true.
was for
I've
real.
done that too. Someone is talking, I'll be
What?
like, and I'll
What?
be like,
Oh, shit,
oh,
my
okay,
bad.
yeah.
Hmm.
But I was really like,
Right. Something in my eyeball. Something in my eyeball. Let me get that.
okay.
But yeah, those are mine right there. I just wanted to share with everybody. Those are just some funny ones I really enjoyed, really like. And just thank you guys just for rocking with us today as we talk about the social media.
Yes. And if you guys haven't already, if you guys are just tuning in, all right, you guys. So before I get into the box today, we're going to have the question of the day. And the question of the day is, in what ways has social media entertainment been positive and negative for us? In the comments below, please tell us, how has it been entertainingly positive, and how has it been entertainingly negative? We would love to hear you guys' comments under this post, under this video. I also want to remind you guys also to hashtag topics to throw in the box. We do look for new questions or any kind of topic you want us to talk about and give an opinion about. Put the hashtag in front of it so we'll know that this goes for the box. And we're starting early. Let's start on the birthdays for next month. If your birthday is next month, or if you know somebody whose birthday is next month and you want to give them a shout out on the show, please put their birthday in the comments. We would definitely write it down, and at the top, first Monday of every month, we do the Charms birthday shout outs, you guys. So answer the question below, and thank y'all for watching. Let's get into this
Thank
box,
y'all.
y'all.
I'm gonna
I
have to
added,
jump it.
I added some new comments. You had to do what? Okay, so today's box question is, what is your experience with mental health support? You want to take this one first?
I'm gonna be quick because I gotta go. Everybody, sorry, Charms. I gotta roll. I got a budding meeting here, but basically, just want to say, yeah, I'm not a stranger to. I'm an advocate for. I think behavioral health is extremely important. Everybody needs to get out there and get seen. It's taboo in our community far too long. It's okay to express yourself. It's okay to talk about your feelings, and it's okay to be vulnerable and transparent. So do it. Get some help. Let a professional help guide you into brain mapping and to understanding what your thoughts mean. And find who's ever right for you. If you're not comfortable, get somebody different. That's the biggest thing. You
Yes.
don't have to stay with that individual. That's what I got to say
Yes.
about that. But I love y'all. Have a blessed one.
Okay, you cutting out before the show ends. We're going to end the show in a minute. But okay, well, my experience with mental health is that sometimes you have to compartmentalize and break the stigma on it being, a negative thing. Therapy works. Surround yourself with positive energy, and don't let everything define who you are mentally. And hey, if you really need some mental health support, come on the show Mondays at noon. Talk to us. We will definitely make you guys laugh. You're a part of the show, and that's the show. Thank you guys for watching. Stay peaceful, stay positive, stay productive, stay prayed up, and most importantly, what, Mr. G?
Y'all stay blessed up. All right, all right, all
Stay
right.
blessed. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you.
This is a stat production, baby.